Jane. Hi, friend.
I'm so happy to see you and so thrilled that I now have a Charlie Puth song.
I'm so what was it? 2 years ago, 2019, 2021. Was that now three? No, it wasn't three. It's almost 3 years ago. But
Yeah,
I'm very happy to.
that's crazy that 2019 was that far ago. You have an incredible memory. And there are a couple things about our last conversation that I'm dying to ask you about today.
Yes.
Uh, but first, we have to talk about Light Switch because it's so
Okay.
exciting that it's here.
Let's talk about it.
So I love the way that, wait, by the way, sorry. Rumor has it that you were just slipped a stealth taco before the interview began.
Yes, I had a little halibut taco because I didn't want to pass out on you, Jane.
That's what I wanted to know. Was
Yeah.
it like a homemade taco snack? Was it something that was brought in and the stuffing was halibut? Okay, good to know.
It was something that was brought in, and it gave me the nourishment to give you 10 star answers.
Okay. Brilliant answers brought to you by Charlie and Halibut Tacos.
Uh-huh.
Um, uh, so I love the way that you hear the world, and I've loved the teases for Light Switch because the teases, the stories were very satisfying. Like that's a very satisfying sound that in your stories.
Ooh, the way you did it was really good just now.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I want to know, are any the teases, the stories that you did, is any of those the actual audio of it in the song?
Yes, definitely. I sorry, I'm dying here. My whole goal for this album, not even just Light Switch, is for everybody to know and or be familiarized with every song. I don't think that's ever been done before. Usually artists are very secretive. I'm almost sharing too much. But with Light Switch, I almost just I wanted to make a song. I knew I wanted to make a song with a sound effect, and I wanted that sound effect to be in the song. I wanted it to be part of the rhythm. I also wanted it to be the title of the song. And I just saw the light switch, and I'm like, I just said to myself, "You turn me on like a light switch," and it was so light switch. It sounded so much fun, like just even saying it.
It is, and like I said, it's such a satisfying sound, and I love the way that you do it. So that exactly what you just said takes me back to our conversation in 2019. We were talking about the fact that you are very generous with your sharing in terms of your lyrics, all of your songs, and you said that you give so much away about the instances that your songs are about. I said for your next single, the artwork, you should just take a screenshot of the date and time.
Yeah.
The event, something happened that you wrote a song about, and you were like,
Do I maybe have to give you credit for the single art? Because all I did was, what's funny, Jane, is that we were going through the single art for Light Switch, and people can look at it while they're listening to this right now. We were going through all these pictures of me looking like, and like the nice text and everything. And I thought to myself, why not just take a picture of the actual light switch in the song and with my iPhone, and that's it. That's the single art. So thanks for the inspo, Jane.
I absolutely could not love that anymore. That is fantastic. Do you want to get a glass of water?
Oh no, I'm good now.
Okay. Your halibut's okay?
Yeah, I'm good now. Halibut's selling down.
All right. I need to know, I've heard snippets of the Elton John story, correct? Yeah. I need to know, there's a couple parts that I need you to fill in for me about how this conversation with Elton John started.
Got it. So Elton John and I live next to each other. That's not, metaphorically, like we are 2 doors down from each other. And he came over one day.
That? Did you just going out to pick up his paper in the morning?
As long as people still have newspapers delivered. No, not necessarily. We had spoke at a restaurant about collaborating, and I texted him one day. I'm like, hey, let's do this. And he was like, great. Meet me at my house. And I see the address and it's walking distance. So I just walk out of my house and walk over to his house. I couldn't, that doesn't exist in Los Angeles.
No. How many times did you write that text? Like, did you start it and then you're like, no, delete, delete, delete. And then you're like, how do I just text Elton John? Like, was it a draft?
Well, I should be more specific. It's an email. The man does not have a phone, but it was an email that I sent to him, and he responded right away.
I love that so much. In terms of inspired collabs, yesterday was Dolly Parton's birthday. And since
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so since you and I collaborated on the artwork for your single.
Of course.
I would like now for us to collaborate on your next collaboration. I would like to put in my request, please, for a Charlie Puth Dolly Parton collab.
It would be an honor to do that with Miss Dolly.
We'll get the universe right on that.
Ring up the universe. Tell them you'll provide them with free album and single artwork in exchange for the collaboration with Dolly Parton and myself. I'd be forever grateful. I think she's a miraculous woman.
She is. She's an angel on earth, and so yeah. So I'm eager to hear more about your project together.
Yeah. I mean, it'll obviously be called Jane.
You already have the first song.
I have the first song and the second song. We're gonna have 2 songs called Jane. Third song being Love for Jane. Fourth song being My Love for Jane, and then Dolly can sing something a little later.
Oh my God! All right. Well, we're gonna make that happen for sure. Speaking of names, really quickly, your dad's name is Charles. Your dog's name is Charlie. Mm-hmm. Album? Charlie.
It'll be called Charlie.
It really is?
Yeah, it's gonna be called Charlie.
Oh, that's fantastic. Okay.
Another great idea by Jane.
Well, I thought that you were joking at first because you just were like so deadpan.
No, it's. I mean, I'm that's deadpan is my middle name. I've offended many people in the past because of it, but no, it's going to be called Charlie. It's going to be my most personal work yet, and all a result of having conversations with myself, really.
Do you ever sing to yourself around the house your own songs?
Oh yeah. Well, once I should have waited till that question was ended, because once the song is out, I never listen to it again. I get so, unless I'm performing it, I get so freaked out about it. I don't know how to explain it.
You don't even like sing to yourself like while you're putting away the dishes? Like you don't sing attention like while you're like cleaning the living room?
Jane, then what are you going to do then? I need you to do this.
Okay. Come on. Then you're covered. You're okay.
It's so nice to do interviews with your friends. It's really like easy, like talking to you. It's quite nice.
I couldn't adore you anymore. It is just so wonderful to talk with you two, Charlie. Thank you so much for the time. I couldn't love Light Switch anymore. Hold on one second.
Thank you. That's good. You actually have a real light switch there?
I've got one of those dumb clicky things.
That's okay. It can be anything. It can be a cowbell.
It makes a very muted little sound. It's not satisfying.
I like it when you do it like that. That's good.
We love the song. We love you. Thank you so much for the time.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. We'll talk to you soon.
I'll talk to you soon.